Hi everybody, welcome to this presentation. I'm Mathieu Gallon, Solutions Consultant at App Formation, and today I will share 4 key elements of an effective connected worker. I would like first to thank ServiceNow for the great opportunity to speak there and for the great partnership that we have. I will do an introduction about digitalization, the pros and the cons, and an introduction to the connected worker concept. Then I will show you 4 key elements that we saw at our customers that helps enabling the connected worker. And I will show you how the full industry platform can help you doing that. At the end, we'll do a quick wrap-up and a live Q&A. But before the live Q&A, please do ask any question in the chat and my colleagues or myself will try to answer you as best as we can. Let's dig into the topic. So first, digitalization. Digitalization is everywhere, but in manufacturing, not that much. There is plenty of drivers, such as improving OEE. We did measure that digitalization helped our customers improve significantly their OEE. It's also going to be help you to keep rating workforce and also attract millennials, because millennials people, young people, do expect to have digital tool to work. It will help you to reduce your production cost because you will be able to understand in a more concrete way how things are going into your plant. Also, it's going to help you to improve your quality, improve your safety, because it will help you, because digitalization is going to help you register those issues faster and clearer. And at the end, this will lead to better worker satisfaction and better continuous improvement, because thanks also to digitalization, you will have proper workflow that will be followed by everyone. So we'll make sure that issues that are registered will be solved. But there is also some roadblocks to this. First and foremost, more often than not, workers are not part of the digitalization process. They are not involved. There is several departments that ask them to use 1, 2, 10, 20 apps, different systems, and coming from different departments that has different priority. And those apps don't talk to each other. That means that at the end of the day, the worker doesn't know what to do, what to fill, what to do with the data. So they will be still using paper because paper is a process that they understand and they control. In this particular survey, you can see that change management is basically the most significant challenges to meet digitalization, digital priorities. But what if you make worker part of the movement? You make the worker a connected worker and you work with them. But what is a connected worker first? A connected worker is 3 things. The first one is going to be about collaboration. So a worker will be part of a dynamic collaboration network. So he will be able to interact with people in real time in a structured way. That means that he can connect to somebody which is inside the factory, but also outside the factory in another factories, or the global engineering team, for example, in real time. And this collaboration takes place in a structured way. That means that 10 years from now, you will be able to understand, okay, this is what has been done, this was the issue, and this was the collaboration that has taken place, and this was the result and the different action that's been made. The second step is to monitor and manage assets in real time. That means that the connected worker, anywhere from the factory, is able to monitor a specific equipment and understand its performances. And if something is wrong, then the system is going to proactively send a notification to the relevant people based on the location, the work area, the equipment of the actual worker which are inside the factory. And the third one would be about autonomous. The worker needs to be autonomous and need to access and create information with one click in order to solve his issues faster and in autonomous. So let's see how we can enable the connected worker in 4 elements. The first element is to start with the worker. You have to listen to them, you have to identify where you should focus the improvement, because they perfectly know where you should improve first. The second one is about data. There is plenty system on the shop floor today, but all of them are mostly disconnected. And that means that people will speak a different language if they use different systems. The third one is about ambition. Let's say you need and you should have big ambitions, but the most important thing is to start now, to start small and to see results before scaling up. And the last one is about ownership. You have to let worker be the owner of the continuous improvement and let them have a voice and make them responsible of the continuous improvement process. So let's see each items into more detail now. So workers are doing 75, almost 3/4 of the factory's task, and they use equipment 8 hours a day. So that means they're perfectly aware of the improvement that could be done, not only to help their life as an operator, but also their work. Because if you improve the life of the operators, at the end of the day, your production is going to be a better quality and your cost is going to go down because it will work easier, it will go faster. So you have to trust the operators and you have to involve them early into your digitization to make sure that the use case that you picked to improve their life is the real one, is actual jobs, and that they will see the improvement when you will implement the digitization. The second one is about all the different systems which live in your shop floor. There is more and more digital systems. Here you can see some example, but each of those systems are siloed, let's say, into their data. That means that they produce a lot of data, but you cannot use their data and you cannot even share those data together on one platform. And the worker has to interact with different tools, with different logic. That means that it's really complicated to understand for him, to understand what to do and where to do it. So that means that our connected worker will not be able to collaborate efficiently because he will have to switch from apps to apps. He will have to switch from one logic to the another. And if we think about the data will not be correlated in the same database. So that means that it will be a little bit difficult to mine the data, and at the end of the day, you could miss some great maintenance insight and you could miss some continuous improvement opportunities. So don't think by tools, don't think about platform, because if you have one platform, they will not have this issue. You will have everything under one roof. The third item is to dream big. You should dream big, but you should start small in order to make sure that you can measure the best results. We use this Deloitte model in order to achieve good measurable results, and this has worked quite well with our customers. So don't try to go and digitize all work instruction into one go. Just start with basic tasks, achieve success on it, and then scale up to your production line, to the factory, and to many factories or your whole company. And the last item is about ownership of the continuous improvement. Workers, again, they know perfectly what is going on the shop floor. They know perfectly what should be improved. And you should help them to drive this effort, this continuous improvement effort, with action and observation. So don't rely on worker goodwill at the end of an 8-hour shift to provide some ideas. Just collect feedback where work happens in the mobile applications, for example, and operators will feel that their feedback is taken seriously and they will participate into the continuous improvement process. But how does this translate into real life? Then let's see how ForIndustry can help you make this a reality.
Welcome in this short presentation of the ForIndustry platform. I'm going to show you the ForIndustry mobile application, available today and used by more than 18,000 users worldwide. You will see that it's quite intuitive and only a small training is necessary to use it. During this demo, we'll follow an operator that wishes to fix a machine that loses speed. By registering a deviation and follow suggested work instruction, ForIndustry will help to resolve the issue faster and reduce MTTR. This will make operators' life easier by knowing what to do, how to do it, where and when to do it. At the end, we'll have a look at a safety issue and a related assessment. I'm on an iPad and you can see here one of the main screens with the list of open deviations. This allows me to see what's currently wrong in my plant and avoid paper sharing or phone call. I want to fix the loss of speed on my machine, so I'm going to register the deviation by pressing the plus button. I could also create new IDs or register a safety issue in the same place. This is the deviation form. It's customizable to fit your needs with an easy drag and drop editor. First, let's add a picture. I pick one and draw on it to highlight the issue. Next, I'm going to add a title and a description. In my case, I register a deviation with the conveyor belt which is running slow. Data input in this screen will be used later to suggest knowledge items, such as checklist, work instruction, or knowledge articles. Here, I select the category connected to each OEE factor, the impact, and the severity. To select the equipment, I could search in the list, scan QR codes or NFC chips, but instead I will scan nearby beacons. Finally, I can select applicable failure modes. Let's save the deviation. The app can work offline, but now it's going to sync with the server and fetch suggested items. 3 checklist items has been recommended by For Industry Machine Learning using data input. Those suggestions are the most common items to be checked and are here to avoid oversight. I can add my own checklist item to be used in future deviations. In the next tab, I share notes with my colleagues in real time, so no knowledge is lost in the resolution process. Like for checklist items, machine learning suggests knowledge articles, assessment, or work instructions. This is an example of a text manual, but For Industry supports images and videos. In order to fix my conveyor issue, I will request this work instruction for myself, but it's possible to send it to a colleague. We just saw how to create easy and quickly a deviation. Being digital helps to speed up the resolution process by suggesting action upfront and have the same information everywhere. This translates to concrete improvement in effectiveness, with one plant going from 18 to 7 days to resolve a deviation. I switch now to the Tasks tab, which contains job and assessment assigned to me. As an operator, this list makes clear what I need to do today and avoid paper schedule. Let's open the lubricating conveyor belt work instruction that I've requested to myself earlier. First thing that we see is a safety reminder that the line should be stopped. Other safety-related reminders can be displayed in order to increase danger awareness. Let's start to follow our work instruction with each step being text, image, or video. Images can be zoomed if necessary, so the operator can better see a part. Time spent on each step is recorded. Disparities in step duration could mean a lack of training in a shift, for example. Work instructions like this one are built using drag and drop. This allows anyone, like a maintenance worker, to build a work instruction and thus improving knowledge gathering. It's possible to have inputs in work instruction, and those values can be used anywhere else in For Industry or be sent to an external system like SPC. You could even start to collect data manually and later install an IoT device to do that automatically. And with that said, let's finish our job and send it to the server. This part was all about digital work instruction. Anyone with little training can build them, so knowledge can be captured better. Step by step helps to reduce training time, so workers could do more by themselves. Digital means that the latest approved version is always used. This helps to ensure a single, consistent way to work. And For Industry makes easy to collect feedback or ID from users. This improves working conditions, but also personal satisfaction. For the last part of the mobile app tour, let's have a sneak peek on a safety issue, as a good planned OEE depends on a good workplace. Prior to the demo, I registered an accident in a similar way as the deviation. I also configure a workflow that generates an assessment each time an accident is registered. In the assessment list, here is the accident classification assessment. Let's open it. This assessment is used to collect information related to the accident. Like work instruction, it has been built using a drag and drop editor. Digital assessment facilitates follow-up as they can be integrated into automated workflows. You can use assessment to build audits with over 15 kinds of data type and an easy way to capture feedback with photo and comments. This finished the tour of the mobile application, but the For Industry platform is larger than that. Let's quickly check 2 other features. Every data in forindustry is in one database and usable for report, so you no longer need to spend hours to collect data for dashboard or to prepare an analysis. Root cause analysis can be done digitally in real time, enabling better interaction with engineering teams or between client and vendor. I hope you did enjoy this quick demo, and let us know if you have any questions.
Welcome back from the demo. Let's do a quick wrap-up before the live Q&A. So, at the end of the day, having connected worker will greatly and positively impact your bottom line. If you see the example of one of our customers, they saw an OEE improvement within 1 year in every plant they are implemented our solution with the connected workers. They see a decrease in safety incident, partially because of better registration of incidents and the ability to do better track how those safety incidents are managed. Engineers' travel time decreased by a quarter, by 24%, because you are able to do digital analysis. So instead of just going to the plant fix problem, then people can work together on one problem, and then they can share the result across many factories. We also saw that the mean time to resolve was reduced from 28 days to only 6 days. And that's also partially thanks to digital knowledge, which is available right from the application. And then, definitely not the least, the young workforce want to be proactively involved. They want to improve your work. That means that at the end of the day, you're going to have a 20-30% productivity gain, according to McKinsey. And please don't think about yet another digital tool to connect your worker. You have to think about a platform that can be customized to fit your needs and that can be integrated easily with external systems. And workers need to have a very good mobile application in order to have smart suggestions about what should they do in case of an issue that has been registered, with good chat abilities, with direct access to knowledge, SOP, assessment, and the ability to feedback everywhere. So you are going to feed your continuous improvement process and you are going to increasingly getting better. So at the end of the day, your worker is going to be a connected worker. I hope you appreciate this lesson. I learned something. We'll open a live Q&A now, but if we don't see there, then please have a nice day and thank you.